Hey everybody, I'm Rocky.
I'm Sarah.
And we are Savage Disney Pins.
Pauleen over at Mouse Mermaid created a pin tag and we joined in, and it is the MER-MAY pin tag. And if you have watched any of our videos before, you know that I'm a huge Little Mermaid collector. So this was a perfect tag for me. We had to get our matching Ursula shirts on. Yeah! Matching shirts for the win.
I like going to the grocery store and making other people feel uncomfortable because we're wearing matching shirts as adults.
We also hold left hands and skip.
Just like the Candyland box. You gotta give it to Pauleen here because not only is the theme of this like dad joke level pun, but it also like ties into her whole channel name.
This is just one part of her MER-MAY. Yeah, go check out her channel because I think May is gonna be real interesting and real fun over there.
If you like mermaids.
That sounds like you wouldn't like her channel otherwise.
Well, no, if you like mice too.
Right.
Those are the two things her channel covers.
Yeah. If you are new to our channel, we do lots of different Disney pin content, and this is something that we really love doing. Pauleen makes literally the best pin tags, so I always love when we get involved with them. Should we get started?
We should.
I've got some heavy hitters in this one.
So there are 10 different pin categories. Sarah is going to read them off and then talk about the pins she chose for each category. And because this is MER-MAY, this taps right into Sarah's largest collection. So this will not be a brief video. And if you like The Little Mermaid, oh boy, you are in for a treat.
Welcome, join us, sit down.
What is our first category?
Grab a cup of coffee.
Oh, it's really late, I'll be up all night. I get anxious with too much caffeine.
Grab a cup of tea.
There we go, a nice
Sit back, relax, enjoy the MER-MAY pin tag. Number 1, it's MER-MAY. Show us your favorite mermaid pin.
Oh man, did you just sit and stare at your board for like 7 days? Like trying to like just scratching your head like...
I went pretty quickly to this one.
Oh.
It was it might be the first fantasy pin that I ever got. I mean, it just really like grew my collection from there. So it wasn't hard for me to pick this one, honestly. So this very first one is a fantasy pin by Pin Happy. And this is Ariel, and she's got like tattoos all up her arms. And she's wearing like a skull and crossbone shirt. She's got her nose pierced.
Yeah, the sleeves are cut out of the t-shirt. Very rocker.
Yep, yeah. So this is I think it was like a $12 pin. And I've got some really spendy pins that I'm gonna show you, but this is my favorite. This is kind of the cornerstone of my collection.
Whoever got you that must have been extremely handsome. The next category is Under the Sea, a pin related to the ocean.
For this one, I picked a limited edition pin that came out in 2019. It was part of the monthly release Disneyland pin set. It might have been a shared release from Disneyland to Disney World. I really don't remember it all. This is the Kingdom console pin, and this is one of my all-time favorites because of, oh, it's just so weird. It's so weird. So you can move the game like in and out of the console, which I think is fantastic. But wait, there's more. You can take the controller off.
Oh, that's awesome. It's adhered by a magnet.
It's got a little magnet, yeah. So you can actually like take the little game controller off like you were playing the game.
Yeah, this was one of my favorite monthly series of all times. I love all the pins from this set.
And we did get them all, which was super exciting. And something that's really great too is that the images actually like really look like what the games used to look like.
Yeah, they're all 16-bit or 8-bit images depending on the game.
Yeah. So that was, and she's like swimming, and she has her dingle hopper and flounder. So I thought that was a good one for Under the Sea.
It is. Looks like she's in a water level. She must be at the beginning of the game.
Yeah. Before she gets her legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pin number 3 is A Big Blue World. Show us a blue pen.
I found the biggest, bluest pin I could.
Yeah, I mean, that would... It's so big that I could see, like, a cowboy wanting it as a belt buckle.
No cowboys turning this into a belt buckle. This, look at this thing. It's so big. This is the Acme Castle Collection. I think that's what it's called, Castle Collection. So there were a number of princesses that all had their kingdoms behind them. And this is a limited edition of 300. It's so heavy. I love Acme pins. They are so beautiful. And I generally don't like screen print, but her face actually looks like normal.
Oh, it looks really good. Yeah.
And not weird. Sometimes screen printing faces go like, huh? Yeah. And this one doesn't. This one's normal. There's so many different elements to this pin. The castle is like indented, and then her tail has glitter. She's got the screen print on her face, and then the background is that like iridescent kind of like setback look, but smooth. So it's like glittery but smooth. And then the back, like all Acme pins, has the gold bars on it. What do we have next? Under the sea. Under the sea.
We actually have to change songs because now we have to look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete?
By the sheer real estate of that? Yeah.
The girl who has everything.
Are you going to sing it every Ariel reference?
I
Because
need
it's
more
going to be
pins.
a real long pin.
I haven't collected all the pins. What?
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Show us a pin with a neat feature.
This pin came out in 2015. It is also a monthly limited edition park release. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if it was Disney World, Disneyland, or combined. I happened to get this in a trade. I was super duper lucky. It looks like the cover of a book. It just says The Little Mermaid. It has this absolutely beautiful like teal color and then some shells. What was the category?
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Show us a pin with a neat feature.
Right, the feature. Here we go. So it actually opens twice. That's the feature. It opens.
A dual hinge pin.
So it's just really pretty, and there's not a lot of, it's just so gorgeous. This pin is really beautiful. And the fact that it does kind of this like tri-fold book style accordion, how many more words can I use to explain this opening? I just thought it was a lot of fun, and isn't it neat?
Fish are our friends, not food. Show us a fishy friend.
So I could have gone with flounder here.
That would have been the softball, yes.
But I didn't. I went with another character's friends. Friends, plural.
Plural.
Our good friend at Tragic Kingdom Pins has made some fantasy pins, and she has this Flotsam and Jetsam, and I thought, I don't want to do flounder because there's other friends. Like, are Flotsam and Jetsam Ursula's friends? Really? Probably not, because they're like her slaves.
No, they're her babies. She says, my babies!
That's right. Well, we're gonna call them friends.
My babies! Category number 6 is Mermaid Hair Don't Care. Show us a pin with your hair goals in mind.
So this is another fantasy pin. I have a lot of Little Mermaid fantasy pins because, let's face it, Disney pins are like the same. They make the same pin, just kind of like slightly different. So she's always like in the same pose, or like they're always the same. So I really, really like the Little Mermaid fantasy pins because they are totally different. So this pin is from Disney Aces, and this is part of their Tea Time series. So this is an LE 100. Super excited to get this pin. And Ariel's hair is amazing in this pin. It's like all over the place and like got the glitter and the sparkles and the bow and like it's full, and yeah, this pin is definitely some hair goals here.
So you want to have lots of glitter and bejeweled hair?
Yeah, and big old boat. What's next?
What would I pay to spend the day warm on the sand? Show us a beach pin, Sarah.
So I have the perfect pin for this.
Do you?
It's a beach pin.
It is a beach pin.
This is an Ellie 5000. It came out for the Little Mermaid 30th anniversary. I am old. Whew. And it's really cool. It has like a little stained glass feature of the sky here. And then it has Scuttle and Flounder. And Flounder is the little pin on pin over here. And he's kind of like a little beached flounder.
It's pretty cool. It's got like rose gold metal instead of the standard gold too.
Yeah. What category are we on?
We are on number 8. I'll think of a mermaid lagoon beneath a magic moon. Show us a pin that is magical. Or else.
So I picked an Ursula pin. Because Ursula, I didn't really know. I like stared at my board forever. This category was really hard for me. I didn't feel like I had any like real magical pins.
Well, she was kind of like a sorceress, right? She had the power to
Yeah, so
transform.
she's magical. So I picked a pin of her because she's the one that had the magic in the movie. That's what I'm going with. Pauleen gave us all permission to like stretch these how we wanted them. This is an Ellie of 500. This is, I don't know what series it's from. It also has the number 628 on it, so I don't know what that means because I thought that was like the number in the series, but it was only an Ellie 500. Oh, you know what? It might have been, they make different like metal colors sometimes of these. So there might have been multiples of this made, but on different metals. I don't know. It's pretty and I don't care. So it's got Ursula, and she kind of is like, almost looks like a bookmark or something, with like the square edges, but I just think it's this really interesting, cool, fun pin. And it's kind of like when she's like, like that, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot of water splashing around, her tentacles poking up at the bottom and on the edge.
And again, there is some screen print, and her face is still like really nice in it. Who's it's and what's it's galore.
Show us your favorite pin set.
This pin set's not complete, unfortunately, but I'm working on it. So if you have any that I'm not showing, you know who to call.
You can find us on Instagram at Savage Disney Pins, and we'll also link our Discord server below if you want to get in on the trading action with Sarah.
Shebang! I'm not going to take all of these off individually because that's too much. But this is, these were also from the Little Mermaid 30th anniversary. These were from Disney Studio Store Hollywood. I think they're all Ellie 400s. Yeah, they're all Ellie 400s. So far I have Ariel, King Triton, Flotsam and Jetsam, Max, Ursula, and Scuttle. There's a Vanessa that I'm missing. There's an Eric that I'm missing, and I think a Sebastian and Flounder. They're together on one. So I think I'm just missing those 3, and then this will be complete.
Your collection will be complete?
No. Just this portion of the collection will be complete.
Wouldn't you think your collection's complete though?
No.
Category number 10 is Make Waves. Show us your biggest pin. Oh boy, she went big. At what point does it stop becoming a pin and is just a satellite dish?
I think when it has 4 pin backs.
You should wear that on your lapel.
This is a limited edition of 1500. It is a jumbo. It's a biggin. It's like I have a big face. It's like half my face. Y'all, it has 4 pin backs.
And again, the rose gold medal. Is this from the 30th anniversary?
This is also from the 30th anniversary. Can you name the sisters?
Me? No. Can you?
Nope.
I don't think you can either.
I can't.
I know they start with A.
Atina, Athena, Ablina,
Alibaba? Oh, that's a different movie.
Aquina.
Aquafina?
I can't name them.
Abracadabra.
Somebody quizzed me once and I got them all wrong. Clearly, I don't know them. They're in that one song, and like I don't know the words to that one song.
And we know that that song is not important because Ariel didn't even show for it.
Right? That's my mermaid pin tag.
Thanks, Pauleen, for tagging us in MER-MAY.
Yes.
I think we should petition Congress to change the month of May to MER-MAY.
Feel free to do this pin tag in the month of May, after May. Wouldn't make sense after May, but if you want to join this pin tag, feel free. I will list all of the different criteria that we followed in the comments down below, so you can check that out and join in the fun if you want.
That's all we got. If you enjoyed this video, click that like button down below.
For more content, click subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications when we come out with new content.
Until next time, stay savage. Bye!
Happy Mermaid. Betcha on land, they understand that they don't reprimand their daughters.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think she was misinformed in that point.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.